So I'm confused. Like there's nothing in this but bourbon.
Bourbon, simple syrup.
Hi.
bitters,
Okay.
and yours.
All
You
right.
can kick it a little bit anything you want.
Well, I don't have any club soda. I'm thinking this is gonna be a little strong. So anyway, I'm making some kind of a simple old fashioned, nothing fancy here. I always thought an old fashioned was something you muddled and had a cherry, but I must be thinking something else. So
You can put a cherry out. You want a cherry?
no, I don't need a cherry. All right. Hi, guys. How are you? Hi, Craig. Hi, John. Good morning. Hi, Larry. How are you? He goes so fast with the scrolling. I'm too slow. Hi, Betty. Hi, George. All right. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Raven. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Love for Truth.
Whoa, why is it getting crazy?
Hi, Marls. I think I got
It's
it.
a lot of
Okay, good.
Peg.
How is everybody? Hi, Peg.
Charlie. Charlie or Charlotte. That's
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Jen. Hi, TQ. Hi, Norma. Good to see everybody. Welcome.
how's the audio?
I
How's
don't-
the video look
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
before we get too far?
Oh. Oh. Are those orange?
I don't think they're orange.
How old is this? What are bitters supposed to look like, guys?
Well, there's that one.
Because I know we have orange bitters.
There's another bottle.
I didn't realize it was so dark.
This bottle's brand new too. So you want to compare?
Yeah. And is that just regular? Because I thought we had orange bitters, or some other kind of bitters. But anyway. So how is everybody doing?
Yeah. Looks
Nope.
the same.
Okay. All right. We're good. All right. I'm going to be brave here.
Well, is it better?
Wow. That is so interesting. You know what it tastes like?
Here's orange bitters.
Okay. That's okay. I got that one there already. You know what that tastes like? So funny. What is that licorice?
Oh, nibs.
No.
Little teeny ones.
Oh gosh. What is that stuff? I think it's outlawed. It's a licorice liquor. Absinthe?
Oh, absinthe.
Now, I don't know if I've actually had absinthe. I don't know if I have, but this is what it reminds me of. Ouzo, I've heard of that. But there's a Sambuca, right? Sambuca is another one. Okay. So that's interesting. I had no idea it was that flavored like that. Okay. That's what it tastes like to me anyway. All right. I'm just going to
I'm gonna
squeeze
go
this
back a
in.
little bit.
Okay.
Okay, this is where we.
Cleaning after dinner. Not sure how much I will chat, but I will enjoy the entertainment. No problem. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Sherry from Wisconsin. Can you go back up? I think I saw Joni. Bitters are dark. Yeah. I didn't realize that. I mean, okay. So obviously I probably have used bitters before, but I've never paid attention. Usually I just dump them right in. Hi, Leanne. How are you? Hi, Juliet. Hi, Kat. Good. Oh, so many people. Hi, Linda. Hi, Rachel. All right. So Rachel's got a question. Excuse me. Does your Ninja ever set off your smoke alarm? Mine does all the time when I'm making bacon. No, the only Ninja appliance that ever set off my smoke alarm was the Ninja grill that I first got. Then I returned it and I got a new one. And well, I returned it because I thought I don't like it. Then months later, people convinced me to try it again. So I got another one. That one never did it. With the Ninja Foodie, what I've heard is that there's a certain type of smoke alarm that is like a newer kind of model, and they will like detect steam and set off the smoke alarm, even though it's not necessarily smoke. Now, if you're cooking bacon, I mean, you will have some, some fat burning off and things like that, but it really should not be enough to set off your smoke alarm. I don't know the proximity of your smoke alarm to the Ninja either, right? So that would make a difference. But yeah, I have not had that experience, but other people have. So you're not alone. Other people have had and wondered, why, even when they're not cooking anything like bacon, they have it happen. Hi, Bonnie. Oh no, a tornado watch. Where do you live? Goodness gracious. We've been getting a lot of, I'm blurry on Facebook, Lisa. That might be your internet, but let's see if other people are saying I'm blurry. We have had a lot of tornado watches lately, so it's been a little crazy, but nothing's happened, right, Jeff? We haven't had any.
There was one in
I like have my head in the sand half the time.
Middle Tennessee got one like last week, but we didn't get anything.
Yeah.
So Bonnie's in Wisconsin outside of Madison.
Kathy, I hope you feel okay. Okay, in Wisconsin. Wow. Hi, Carol. Hi, Denise. Still blurry on Facebook. Anybody else seeing me blurry on Facebook? Facebook is so odd these days anyway, so who knows what's going on. Michelle is watching from Facebook. Maybe you can tell me, Michelle, if you are seeing a blurry picture or a clear picture.
I popped up
Juliet's cicadas.
I have not heard a single one here in Tennessee.
No. Is it the year of the cicadas? Wow. I remember them in Maryland.
Is being hit big right
now. Who?
Illinois.
Really? So I remember in Maryland, it was actually in DC. I was downtown DC, and it was one of the years and years and years ago. And it was one of the years of the cicadas. I mean, they were covering the ground. Like they were just all dead on the ground everywhere. It was so gross. I had never seen a cicada here.
No, we were supposed to be close to the line, but
ever.
So far, nothing.
Ever.
I don't think so.
Wow. I never even thought of them since I've moved from Maryland. I haven't even given them a thought.
I feel like the first year we were here, the second year we were here in Savannah, Tennessee, which is on the other side of the river from us, could make a difference. I'm positive there were some, but it wasn't like in Maryland. Interesting.
Okay, so I'm not fuzzy for Michelle, not fuzzy for Bonnie, clear for other people on Facebook. So unfortunately, I think it's just your internet. Okay. Covering. Juliet says covering her backyard. Oh, they're gross. And then the dogs get them, don't they? If you have dogs. Hi, Bill. Hi, Annie. All right. Are we ready?
We are ready.
Oh, good. Lisa says she's got it. It's better. All right. We are ready. If you are new to Tasty Tuesday, the premise of this is I cook dinner live. I do not know the ingredients that I'm being given. Jeff goes shopping either at the grocery store, sometimes uses some pantry items here or fridge and freezer stuff, and then he presents them to me, and then I have to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner. And he usually has an idea of what he wants to make, but I don't always make what he wants. Sometimes I put a little spin on it, and sometimes I do it exactly how I think he wants me to. And then other times it's just random, really odd ingredients that I throw together. So we'll see.
Okay. So
all right. Hi, Christy.
Today it's not random. It is a specific thing, but you can do it however you want.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Here we go.
All right. I'm going to start by giving away.
Okay. I'm closing my eyes.
Of what I want you to do.
Okay. I'm closing my eyes.
It's going to be a long shot if you guess it from this. But.
Well, it's squishy, so I would say it is some sort of a bread. I think they're sub rolls, and I think I'm making cheesesteaks. Okay. I hope I'm making cheesesteaks because I want one.
Well, this is going to derail you a little bit.
That bourbon is a little strong. It's burning my throat.
You'll never guess this one from feeling.
Is it going to explode now that I shook it?
No.
Okay, so
Take
it's
your hands up
liquid.
and turn it just a little bit. Turn it the other way. 180 degrees. There. A little bit more to your right. I want everybody to see it.
Am I right?
That's right there.
Okay. It's liquid. I didn't hear any chunks. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can guess this. Let me think. Gosh, it's not very thick. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. All right. Yeah, I know what I'm making now, and I don't know how to make it.
And
okay.
What?
And I don't have a clue how to do it.
And
Italian beef. Okay. I have no idea how to make Italian beef.
This would probably be one of the ingredients, and please don't use all of it because there's a lot.
So chuck roast. Okay. Is that really what's made with? Is that really how it's made?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yep, chuck roast or top round or bottom round, but several were chuck roast.
Because I think of an Italian beef as something that like is not well done, right? Not like a pulled beef sandwich. I'm thinking of it as something that's sliced. So like roast beef more. Well, Jane says, oh, this is going to be a good one. I've always wondered how to make it. Well, this is not going to be a good one because I have no idea how to make it. So, Annie, whose butt did I kick? What happened in the chat? Did I miss something? What is Italian beef? Okay, Kat. So in Chicago and other places, I'm sure, but I just know it from Chicago. There is, it's very, very well known. It's called Italian beef sandwich, and it's got a spicy or mild. I can't even pronounce it, so I'm not going to let anyone make fun of me. But anyway, it's this Gardnera.
Jardinera.
Rena, I need you in my corner here. Jardinera, I would say. Okay. Okay.
And Amber was going to pop in too, and I told her it'd be nice to have an expert, but it sounds like we've got a couple experts here.
Yeah, well, where's Amber? Amber, has she made Italian beef?
Oh, she might have.
I don't know if she has. Okay, Amber, where are you? Come on.
She's here.
Oh, aren't you going to bring her on?
Oh, I have to send her the link.
Oh, Amber, you're coming on with me, right? You're coming on with me, right? Just watch your mouth. Keep your mouth clean. Okay, so this is going to be fun.
So I have to figure out how to.
Sort of. So, okay, Jardinera, that's good. Jardinera. Okay, so we got that straightened out.
Just ignore the screen.
Okay, yeah. Jeff is going to send you a link through whoever's Facebook page he's signed into, Amber. So there we go. So he'll send you the link, and then you did this on New Year's Eve. You just click the link. It's super, super easy. You'll come backstage. He'll pop you up. You do not have to be on camera if you're not camera ready. All you have to do is just be voice. Okay, that's fine.
Billy said I'll come on with you.
Okay. So, Amber's eating. Well, what is new? Okay. So with Italian beef, why did I think that it would be something that was not like a pulled beef, not fall apart? Why did I think it was more of not like a pot roast sandwich, right? Like, why did I think it would just be kind of sliced?
I think there's a couple different ways of doing it, but I'll look it up and see what
Okay. Well, let's go through the rest of the ingredients and then I'll get started because this is going to take a little bit of time. We're going to have plenty of time to drink and chat because this is going to take a little time, but I'm going to show you how to do it a lot quicker. Okay. Oh, sorry. I got an onion. Okay. Ready? Go. Well, I know what that is. Beef stock. That is a huge thing of beef stock or beef broth. I have a smaller one, so we'll use the smaller one so that I don't open that big one. Yeah. Thinly sliced, right? Okay. Provolone. Okay. All right. And garlic. Okay.
All right. Now,
I've got a garlic open too.
Here are some seasonings.
Okay.
I'll line them up like this.
Okay. And this is what you read in your recipe?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll do it your way, Jeff. This sounds like it's going to be just like a pot roast sandwich.
But it's different. They say don't confuse this with a Mississippi pot roast sandwich, and don't confuse it with a cheesesteak because that's totally different.
Okay.
You can look at those, but I just want to put them,
All right.
put it up so everybody can see.
I would assume there's no gravy involved. I know, Betty, my eyes were open.
Apparently, there is an au jus that comes from cooking the beef that you dip your sandwich in.
Yeah, Denise, sliced beef. That's what I got in my head, but we're going to do it different because the chuck roast, I'm going to pressure cook it. It's not going to slice. I mean, I guess technically it's just not going to work out that well. Okay. And we don't have hours to be here tonight. So we're going to do a quick version. Okay. So we're going to do a quick version. Now, this is a topping. The jardiniere is a topping, correct?
Yes. But some people put a little bit of the juice.
That's what I was thinking. I'm going to put a little juice in there with it, right? That's what I'm going to do. There will be au jus. Yes. Okay.
So if we go to images, for Italian beef sandwich.
Okay.
A lot of them are.
Like chopped.
Yeah, like chopped
Okay.
pot roast. That one looks like it was sliced.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's try it out. All right. Let me move everything out of the way. First thing I'm going to do is get some olive oil. Yes. And it is right back there. And we're going to get this going. Am I on? And I should be on sear saute. We're going to hit start. I have got my knife out. So I want to get this done pressure cooked in the shortest amount of time possible. So in order to do that, I'm going to cut this up and season it pretty small. Because it's not going to matter. If it's chopped beef, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So this is beautiful, but let's, well, I can freeze it. Should I do the whole thing or should I cut it in half?
Do the whole thing. If it's good, we'll have it for lunch for a couple of days. But
well, it's not going to be bad. I mean, you really can't mess it up. I mean, unless I over salt it or something, even then I can fix it. I think it'll be fine. I'm just going to do the whole thing. So, how many pounds was that? Let me say.
2.4.
Okay, so 2.4. 2 pounds, 4 ounces, I think. Isn't that how? No, it's 2.4 pounds. Okay. I always get a little confused by the packaging. So I'm cutting this into about 3/4 to 1 inch strips here. I'm going to try to get it done in 20 minutes.
You have to cut across the grain.
Nah, this isn't going to matter because we're pressure cooking. So, and then I'm going to cut it down the middle. And then I'm going to get a mixing bowl, or I'm going to ask Jeff to get a mixing bowl for me. So I'm basically cutting them into pieces about, I would say that's about 2 inches by 1 inch. Okay. It's just kind of in a little grid pattern. Yeah, that's good. And then just throw it in there. Then I'll wash my hands and we'll get the seasonings on. Okay. So the onion's a little tricky. I guess I'll put it in there for flavor. But I don't really want it in the chopped beef.
So in the recipe I was looking at, it was diced onion, sauteed with some garlic before the beef went in. And then all that sauteed together. But that's one recipe.
And then how did they cook it?
That one specifically was in the Instant Pot, and they pressure cooked it. So they sauteed the beef, then pressure cooked it.
I don't know. I have an idea of how I want to do this. So I'm going to try it out my way. I did have, what was that? Was that dumb pot notice?
I don't know what it was. It was the pot. I don't know what it was doing. I didn't see it.
I'm getting a little angry with my little ninja. Anyway. All right. So I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay. So now let's get some salt and pepper in here. That's key. And for this amount of meat, we want it pretty well seasoned. I'm going to go with, that's a teaspoon. I'm going to go with 2 teaspoons. Maybe I should mix this together and then toss it around in the meat. Let me do it that way. All right, so I can put this over here. So 2 teaspoons, 1, 2. Do I want? I'll undersalt.
There's going to be salt in your stock.
Yeah, you can always add more. 1 teaspoon of pepper. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of oregano. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, 1 of garlic. Do I have friends backstage? 1.
Not yet.
1 of onion.
George says it wasn't pot noticed.
It was.
Thing's crazy.
It is, and I've heard that with these new 1 lid models, that's been an issue. All right, and then I'm just using what spices he gave me because, and yes, I'm using the same measuring spoon. That's fine. Okay. All right, so that's good. Let's get this mixed up. And then I'll taste it to see.
Oh, we do have a guest here, so
Okay.
I'm gonna let them get their camera set up before I pop her on. But,
Okay.
it says Billy, but Amber's on camera, so let me bring her up.
Hello.
No, I just think you hear you.
There's Billy. Okay.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, what's going
Um,
on? They get some
Yes.
Italian beef, huh?
I need to turn the volume up over here.
Can they hear you?
You guys hear me?
Well, that's good. That's good. Ooh, that's good. And then as far as the red pepper flakes, oh, not that many. Don't put in that many. That was too many.
Can they hear you?
Oh my gosh.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
We can hear you.
They get Italian beef, huh?
Hope you
Yeah, I'm going to try. Right now, I'm going to try to take this. I dumped in too many hot peppers, but I'm doing it totally different, Billy, because I don't know what I'm doing. That's number 1. Number 2, I don't have that much time. So I just made a seasoning blend and I'm going to toss the meat in and I'm going to sear it. Then I'm going to put a little bit of beef stock, which Jeff has to get me from the other room. And then a little bit of the jardiniere juice, and I'm going to pressure cook. And I chopped my meat.
You said it right.
You said jardiniere right.
I practiced before you got here. I practiced with the people that are watching.
I think it's a
They
Chicago
told us.
thing because a lot of people in other cities don't know what jardiniere is. It's really good.
Yeah, I've had it before. I've got a big thing of it because I was going to try to make it myself.
Oh yeah, my
anyway,
dad used to make
do a very good
it
job
all the
cutting
time.
the meat. Do you make it yourself?
No, my father used to make it. Big jugs.
Oh
of
yeah,
it. Yeah, it was real good.
cool.
Yeah.
So do you think do you guys slice your beef for your sandwiches, or do you do it more like I'm doing it, where it's going to be kind of chopped?
Shaved.
Well, you should shave it, yeah. But you know what?
Yeah, he
In
got
the
me a
end-
chuck roast.
And what kind of roast is it?
A chuck roast.
Okay, a chuck roast.
I would think
so-
I would use a top round.
Yeah, top round is good. Chuck roast. So are you gonna pressure cook it to where it shreds?
Yeah. Whoops.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that
Yeah.
flavor with it, and then actually Italian beef just falls apart pretty much anyways.
I
So-
thought it would be shaved though. That's how I was going to do
Yeah,
a recipe, a real
typically
recipe
it
for
is.
it. But you
Typically
know
it
what?
is.
We're going to do it this way.
But I've made that at the firehouse before, where I've just made it like pot roast, and it just falls apart, and you add all that. It tastes like a beef sandwich.
Yeah,
Right? 'Cause
that's
it
kind
is
of what.
beef, right? It's on a bun, right? It's a beef
Yep.
sandwich.
That's
Do you
right.
have-
That's
Do you
right.
have green bell peppers?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a one of the things in Chicago that we do. We have a choice of, or both,
Yeah.
green bell peppers and jardiniere.
And you could do mozzarella with it or provolone.
I got provolone.
Yeah, you could. You could do that.
Yeah.
Provolone's good.
Now, the onion. So I kind of want, this is my idea. I don't know. It's my idea.
Okay.
Instead of pressure cooking with the onion that I'm going to have in the sandwich diced up, what I wanted to do was pressure cook this so that it's nice and tender. Then I'm going to pour off any of the au jus. And, well, it's going to have beef stock, but I'm going to put just minimal beef stock in there, just enough to come under pressure. So it's mostly the fat and the juices from the beef. Drain that off. And then I was going to dice the onion, throw it in, do a little saute to just sort of really caramelize the onion instead of having it so soft it's not even there.
That'll
How's that
work.
sound?
That'll work.
So for flavor, I'm just going to add in that.
Any garlic?
Yeah, that's next. And I'm just going to add in whole cloves so that if they'll be in there. They'll be
Yeah, and when
they'll
you
be
pressure
pressure
cook it,
cooked.
that stuff it'll crystallize in the meat.
Yeah, yep. So I'm just going to peel it and throw them in whole. Okay. So Judy's asking a question. My foodie doesn't sear well. Is it just my foodie? It might be. Mine sears really well. So I don't have any issues with that. Other people have said it doesn't sear well. And of course, it depends on what you put in there. Like right now, I overcrowded the pot, really. I mean, technically you should do, when you're searing something and you want a browning and a caramelization on it, you really want to only put a single layer in. So I'm not doing that though. I'm cheating. So I put the whole kit and caboodle in there. So I'm going to get some steaming. But as far as the heat level goes, I have no problems. It sears well. So it could be, have you ever tried to use the sear saute to like bring something to a boil? I mean, if it brings something to a boil pretty quickly, then it's working okay. I mean, obviously, time it takes depends on how much you have in there, how much liquid you have in there.
I want.
We're still at.
Okay.
I just wonder, I can't see anything.
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, we're still live, but I can't see any comments right this second. So the only thing I'm doing is just peeling this garlic and throwing it in, searing, and then I'm just going to probably put, gosh, a half a cup at most of, maybe not even that much, of the beef stock or beef broth, whatever it is. Why is this so tedious?
I like that shirt. What is it? Like that.
Now remember, guys, unless Jeff takes you off screen, you are live. Watch your mouths and all that stuff.
That me?
Yeah, that's for
Get out of
you.
here.
That is for you.
Amber's a truck driver.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Hilarious, but you know, this is clean. This is a clean one. Okay, now I'm going to put in just shy of a half of a cup.
We're back up and running.
Okay, just shy.
Yeah, because the moisture, you're gonna get a lot of beef out of it. You're gonna get a lot of moisture out of that beef.
And then I want a total of a half of a cup.
Uh-oh. Come on.
All
right. Almost. All right.
Another
All
good
right.
thing you could put in there too is pepperoncinis too.
Yeah,
We
that's
do have some, I didn't buy them because the recipe I was looking at. just asked-
Yeah, that's another thing people put in their beef is pepperoncinis.
that just sounds like a Mississippi pot roast minus the
You
ranch.
could do that.
It's kind of why I didn't buy them. I didn't want it to go the same.
Yeah.
direction.
Well, this beef looks so good already. Wow. All right, we're speeding it up. Ordinarily, I take a little more time. We're not going to because we're going to be here forever.
What kind of rolls are you gonna put it on?
Well, I wish if I had a heads up, I would have made my own, but
There you go.
steak rolls.
French bread.
You gotta make those crispy rolls that you have. Amber's gonna be
Yeah.
making me those next week.
That's awesome. All right, let me get this on and off.
Snow should be on a French bread.
French bread, yeah.
I'll make this into
Vanilla.
French bread. I'll toast it so much it's crunchy.
Chicago's known for their ganello bread. It's real good Italian French bread. Well, French bread.
What is it called?
Italian French
Yeah,
bread.
yeah. It's called Ganella brand.
It's called Italian French bread.
Yeah, no, it's French rolls are really good though. Real crispy.
Yeah, I think you will like the ones that I just did. They're really good. All right, I don't have any of those, or I would actually heat those up, and that would be a really good
those
option.
would be really good with that, but
Yeah. Oh well, we'll make do.
exactly. It'll eat, as we say.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let me clean up. All right, now, Billy and Amber, do you have anything to say before I'm going to go back and concentrate on everybody else that's in the chat?
No, just you're doing a good
And-
job. Keep it up. You
Well-
add everything in there that needs to be added.
Good.
When you serve it, just make sure you top it with a delicious jardiniere.
Yeah.
I will. Well, hopefully you guys will come back and check out the end result if you're still around.
Oh yeah, we'll be watching. But if
All
you
right.
need us, you can bring us back on. Just let us
Okay,
know.
if I need you, yeah, I will yell out. I'll ask. What is it? Ask a friend. So if
Yeah,
I need
phone a
help,
friend.
this stuff isn't working, I'll say I need to ask a friend.
Phone a friend. Phone a friend.
Phone a friend. That's right. That's right.
All right, you
Well,
go
thank
get
you.
it done.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Take it easy.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Okay. Tornado bread. I'm gonna have to look all these up.
Toronto.
Problem is I don't ever remember. I always say I'm gonna look all these things up and then I never remember. So the jardiniere is pickled. Excuse me. I am not getting sick, I promise. It is pickled. I have had it, I'm sure, before. Let me taste it. Now, it seems like you would chop this up a little bit before you put it on your sandwich, right?
Maybe a little bit, so there's not massive chunks, but all the pictures I saw, it was like, there's some junk on top.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of tastes like feet. Not that I've ever tasted feet, but
Ooh.
it's pickled.
I think it's wild.
Yeah, thank goodness. I don't think I could handle spicy right now. Okay. Well, this is up there, John, with Vegemite. Okay. Have you ever had it?
I've never had it. I'm gonna try it. Because if it's gross, I don't want it on my sandwich.
Do you want a carrot or you want a... Okay. It's not gross, exactly. It's astringent. It's not, for me, it's not balanced.
I
Like,
like it.
yeah. So I am a sweet, sour,
I'm gonna try it.
spicy kind of person. So for me, this is all vinegar. That's all I'm getting.
You didn't get a carrot.
I got a
I
carrot.
mean, I didn't get a carrot. I didn't try the carrot.
I don't think I want that much. No.
I think it's pretty darn good.
Okay, that's enough for me. That is right there with Vegemite. Ugh.
Well, just don't put a lot or any on your sandwich.
Oh, I'm gonna eat it with it on there. Lisa, you can get it spicy, okay? You can definitely get it spicy, but this is the mild version. It's just not well balanced enough for me. Annie says it's not for her either. You know, that's why we have, I didn't put the thing.
So John wants to know how it's spelled. Probably be easier if you put it up on the board. Can you see that, John?
You want me to taste the juice,
It's
Wendy?
Giardiniera.
Carolyn says, I think you have to grow up eating Vegemite. I actually did not mind the Vegemite. In fact, I think I might have to say I like the Vegemite a little bit more than this. rotten or anything. It's just not balanced for me. Like, Amber, if you're still watching, you remember in that Asian was it Asian shredded something or another? And I had the little buns and stuff. I have a recipe on my website for, and I made those pickled vegetables. Well, they were well balanced. This just hits of vinegar. Let's see what's in it. Well, there's no sugar in it, so it's better for you. But that's the only issue.
So Kat's trying to understand what you mean by not balanced.
Okay, so for me, it's not balanced. So I like things that are sweet, sour, a little spicy, right? So I like to have things very, very balanced. This is missing the sweetness for me. For me, right? Other people wouldn't even think twice. Like Jeff loves it. Jeff loves it. That's him. For me, I would like to add a little bit of sweetness to that pickling juice to just sort of balance it all out because it's very vinegar forward. Like it hits you. And I'm sure it's supposed to. I'm sure that's the way it's made. That's the way it's supposed to taste. It's just not a flavor that I love. I think like the vegetables also aren't tasty. They're not horrible.
Cauliflower didn't really taste like cauliflower. It tastes like
Vinegar.
pickling juice. Yeah.
Vinegar.
But I kind of like it.
Yeah, I know you, and I'm not surprised.
What it would taste like on the sandwich. It's going to be delicious.
I think it'll be, and that's the other thing. So it in and of itself is not well balanced for me personally, but once you put it all together, who knows? Might be perfect. I'm going to chop it up and use some.
Louise says put some sugar in yours and see what you think.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so Joni says she grew up on it, loves the vinegar taste and the crunch. Different brands taste different. Okay, so you guys are gonna laugh. Okay, well let's test that theory out. All right. This is what I bought when I was going to try to make my own. So I bought it actually with Amber.
That's what I was looking for.
That's
exactly what
expired in February. It's never been open. You see, I never got around to it. It makes no difference. It's going to be fine. As much vinegar, it's going to be fine. I'm going to eat it anyway. So if for some reason I'm not here next week, I love y'all very much. But let's see. Maybe I won't give it to Jeff just in case. We need one person to stay alive for the dogs.
Well, I was interested in tasting.
Okay, we're not going to die. I'm
It's got,
joking.
like peppers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I like the look of this better.
That's what I look for. Walmart doesn't carry that here.
Now we're going to make sure. Oh, it smells better. Oh, it's got oil in it.
Mm-hmm.
This one's different. Oh boy, I hope we don't get
How
sick.
long do I have to wait before I call 911?
I don't know. So this is totally different. Oh my gosh. Well, February wasn't that long ago.
It's just the best buy. It doesn't say used before, does it?
I don't know. It says death will occur if you eat this after.
Oh,
It doesn't. That's going to be fine. Okay. Here we go.
that says best buy, so that's fine.
Okay. Best Buy. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm going to get some of this. Okay. This has oil in it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's spot on delicious.
That's got the green olive thing going on and the spice.
Oh, that's so good.
Ooh, that's spicy.
It's medium hot, but it's good. Okay.
I want that on my sandwich.
I do too.
That's what I want.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there you go. See, this is why we don't make assumptions about an entire food group based on one brand.
Got something to drink after that.
Yeah. I know. I should probably have my water. Oh, Renov, oilier. I can't talk. I gotta get some water. Whoa. Very little on the sandwich. Whoa, I think if that's medium hot, I can't even imagine what hot is.
I'm gonna pop up Rita's.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go easy on that, but it's going on.
Yeah, okay. So the oilier type, why am I having such a problem with saying that word, is better personally. I now 100% agree. But you've never seen either of those brands in Chicago. This one was bought in Chicago. What was the grocery store, Amber? If you're watching, chime in with your typing.
I can find it.
It's distributed by V Form USA Company, Des Plaines, Illinois. It was in that
That's not far.
supermarket that we went to. Okay, so the oil.
Oh, did we get hot? Because I have a picture of this probably from Amber's house.
Medium hot.
She had the hot at her house, I guess.
Medium hot. We got medium hot.
Let me
It's hot.
find the name of this.
Ooh, It's hot. So yeah, I do like that one a lot better. It's more balanced. So it's almost because like the oil coats your tongue a little bit, it does add a sweetness, not in that sense of sugar, but I'm sure it's olive oil, I would think.
Caputo's?
Caputo's. Let's see what oil. Oh no, it's soybean oil. Anyway, yeah, I like this much better. It's a little spicy for me though.
And that's not even the hot.
Whew.
Imagine.
Whew. I can't even imagine. All right, so we still have 14 minutes. I can't do anything else really. We are going to have to really toast these buns well for them not to fall apart. So I think what I'll
Cat
do.
wants to see that jar.
Who?
Cat.
I think what I'll do is go ahead and chop up my onions for when I'm going to use those to saute. And then I'm going to need to figure out how I'm going to easily transfer this juice. Oh, I am still burning up from that. Ooh.
So Barb says the bread and the rolls brand is Gonella Baking Company,
Yeah.
Schaumburg, Illinois.
I wish I would have known. Because I would have made my own. But I don't know. So.
But then it wouldn't be Tasty Tuesday,
That
would
is
it?
very
It would
right.
just be you cooking.
That's right. That is right. That is right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dice up this onion while we wait.
What's in your drink?
Jeff, can you answer?
Yeah, it's an old fashioned. So it's got a slice of orange in there, which gives it the color. She made it with rye and Angus. What is that? How you say that?
Bullet?
The bitters.
Oh,
Angostura or something.
I don't know. I gotta.
Angostura bitters.
I'm like, this knife is. I don't know why I'm being so weird. I'm being very weird. Being very weird with my knifing. Ooh, I almost cut myself too. I'm feeling very not steady with my knife right now. I don't know why.
Maybe we shouldn't have eaten that stuff.
I know, right? All of a sudden, ooh. There's enough spice in there that I'm going to be spiced. Boy, oh boy. They won't even need to embalm me. Whew. Okay. Oh, chicken fajitas. They sound good. Do you marinate your chicken first, or dry marinate, or wet marinate? I am really not feeling very steady.
She said she made chicken fajitas, and of course her husband chose tonight to get back home late from work. Sound familiar?
Yep. Anytime I make dinner, Jeff runs late every single time. It's insane. To the point where I'm like, oh, I'm just not making dinner anymore. And then I do it again, and then it happens again. And it's crazy. But anyway, I made some smaller and some bigger because honestly, I'm not feeling very safe with my knife right now. Okay, let's see. I'm so lost in the chat because I haven't been paying attention. So I apologize for that, guys. I'm trying to think through. I want to have everything ready so when this is done, we are ready to rock and roll.
You want to go over what you're making for the people that just popped in?
Yes. I'm making it Italian beef with a chuck roast, which means it's not going to be sliceable. So from what I've learned today, there are two different types of Italian beef, depending on where you're used to getting it or where you live. Some people make it so that it's a chopped beef sandwich. So the chuck roast will be a good option for that. What I'm used to seeing, or what I thought I would be making, is something with like a top round. And you thinly shave it for kind of like a roast beef type of sandwich that is topped with giardiniera and usually sauteed with some onions and maybe some garlic. I put the garlic and a whole onion in there because I'm just going to pull out the onion. And then afterwards, I'm going to take the juice out and saute the onions with the beef. And then we'll assemble our sandwiches. I will probably go ahead and I'm trying to think. I probably will just use the foodie for the whole thing because I'll make one sandwich, open-faced, toast it. Then I'll put the beef mixture on. Then I'll put the provolone on, and then I'll toast it again broil it to get the mixture, the provolone melted. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. What's wrong with my brain?
I don't know.
Why am I not able to say words? Something is wrong with my brain. You feeling any funny?
No. So
Okay, so it's not
Nancy was asking if you were having a reaction to the peppers.
I don't know. That's what
she says. She has a reaction to peppers and gets unsteady and a headache.
Yeah, I'm feeling weird. I will tell you that. I mean,
But certainly you didn't drink too much of your drink. You definitely had like a sip.
No, definitely not that. Yeah, definitely not too much to drink. I don't know. I'm still burning up though. Whew. Okay. If I may ask, off topic, behind the times, the Ninja Foodie last generation 5-quart unit, FD 101. Anyone know it? Thoughts? Worth the trouble? Please be careful if you're not feeling right. Okay, so yeah, I can talk about the 5-quart, which is the baby Ninja. It is good as a second appliance. You can't really stack too well in it. It's good if you're going to use it just as pressure cooking and maybe air frying for, a small group. The air frying really, the basket is like this deep, right? So it's very small. It's very narrow. The width is the same. So you just, if like, let's say with all of my recipes, if you were going to make half batches, you could do that in the 501. I would look at price points. Now, if you wanted to do a whole chicken or bigger pieces of meat and things like that, you might run into a little bit of trouble because it is smaller. Obviously it's 5 quarts instead of 6.5 quarts, and that does make a difference. I don't know if I have my pot here. I was thinking if I did have my baby pot, I do have the baby basket here. So you can see the difference in it. So you can see different. Yeah, if you're going to do small amounts though, it would be okay. It's the same width, just different depth. So it would be okay. It works exactly the same. I think they phased that out a long time ago though. You might be able to find some good deals on it. All right. How will the vinegar affect the flavor of the au jus? That's a good question. After I should have tasted that before I put it in, but the little bit that I put in, maybe 2 tablespoons at tops, is not going to make a difference. If anything, the good thing is it will break down the meat fibers a little bit, maybe, that acid, who knows?
I'm glad we didn't put the hot stuff in there.
Yeah.
Now we have total control.
Now we have total control. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my. It's spicy, I will tell you. Oh, good. So I hope it does work for you, Cloud Dogs. And Kat says she has space issues because she has too many kitchen gadgets. I know that. I know that feeling. I know. I've got so many too. Jeff moved the combi. I had that back there. Where'd you put it?
It's right here.
Okay. I don't need it or anything. But I tested soup. I found out something interesting about the combi today, which, so there's a rice function on there. I'm not a fan of these pre-programmed type of things where you just put, you hit rice and it's supposed to cook it magically, because there's so many variables, different types of rice, different amounts of water and rice, and different timing and stuff. So how does it work, right? So today I decided to make a soup that's on my website already, but done in the Ninja Foodie Under Pressure. And I thought, well, in my experience, the rice function, it goes 25 minutes or so. And I thought that'll be a good amount of time for this soup to cook, because it's got raw meatballs in it. It's a lemon Greek soup. It's so good. So that might work. So let me throw it all together, because it's so easy. You make up the meatballs and then you put the meatballs in, and then you put the chicken stock, or actually put the chicken stock in first, then the meatballs. And then I put it into the combi and I put it on rice. And after 30 minutes, it's still chugging along, because when on the rice function, it only goes round and round and round and round and round. It doesn't give you a time or anything like that, which is kind of odd. So I'm thinking, well, what's wrong? So after 30 minutes, I'm like, okay, I know my soup is done, so I'm going to take it out anyway. So I took it out and I thought, is it somehow sensing that the moisture level in there, which seems weird because I don't know where the sensor would be. I'm going to have to investigate that. So I decided to put in 4 cups of water after it cooled down completely. So it was, fair assessment. And I just put in 4 cups of water, no rice, no nothing else in there, just 4 cups of water. And I hit the rice button. It took 49 minutes for it to turn off. So that's interesting. Now, if you put rice in there, it doesn't go that long. So there's got to be some way it's measuring something. It's very interesting. So I got to experiment with that. All right. What do we have? 3 minutes.
So here's a question.
Yes.
The Ninja
Mhm.
from Olivia. I have not unboxed the Ninja yet. I see the sliders to the left. Can you explain that?
Yeah, that's for pressure cooking. So all the way to the left is pressure cooking, because inside this lid, there are vents that open and close based on the position of the slider. So when the slider's all the way to the right, they're all the way sealed so that your pot can go under pressure. Then in the middle is your steam and bake and steam and crisp functions, which opens the vents slightly. Okay, so you never seal, your pot never seals, because then essentially you're under pressure. So the vents in the lid open just like a hair, right? For the steam and bake and steam and crisp functions. And then when the slider's all the way over to the right, that is more of your dry cooking methods, like your stove. So it's like your sear saute, I forget what else, because it's not lit up, I can't even remember, but air fry, bake roast, those kind of things are all on this side. Sous vide's on that side too. Things that you would never need the lid locked for. So the vents are completely open when it's all the way over to the right. So that is the difference. Yeah, Judy, I'm okay. I don't know. My nose is itching, but that always happens when I'm live for some reason. Yeah, maybe I'm just tired. Who knows? I know what I want to talk to you guys about while we're still waiting for this little bit of time here. Because after this, I'm going to let it sit for 10 minutes. And the reason being is that I didn't put a lot of liquid in. I'm pretty sure that all the beef's going to be submerged in liquid. So I could technically do an immediate release. But because I want to pull the beef out of the liquid pretty much right away anyway, I'm going to let it do a natural release for 10 minutes so I don't dry up that meat. Okay. So Marl's made an awesome broccoli, leek, and celery soup tonight. My foodie was delicious. That sounds delicious. Wendy says rice is her conundrum. You know, it's funny. That's the simple things in cooking, like rice. And I think pasta's easier than rice, but rice, chicken, you know, like chicken breast. They're so simple. Everyone thinks of those as simple foods, but they can be the trickiest to cook correctly, you know, and perfectly, and each and every time, because there's a lot of variables in there. All right. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my experience so far with Cookbook printers. It's eye-opening. So Jeff and I met with a printer. Is that something important?
It's just Amber.
Oh,
She asked if we could see her comments. I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen any either. So
No, Amber.
we met.
I'll actually text her that.
Okay. We met with a printer and tried to get quotes on cookbooks. And just to give you an example, so if the cookbook has, let's say, 200 pages, okay, so that means front and back, so it's 100 sheets of paper, and it is the one I'm looking at, the size that I'm looking at is, I think it's 9.5 by 7.25, or does that sound right? Or 7.25 by,
It was definitely.
I mean, 7.5 by 9.25. Anyway, it was something like that. Okay, you don't need to know exact, but and then it would be, I'm losing my train of thought. It would be wire bound so that it could lay flat when people are cooking. The paper stock is middle of the road. I don't want it too thick where you can't turn the pages easily, but not too thin where, you know, you drop a bit of anything on there and it disintegrates. So they're middle of the road. The cover's nothing super fancy or anything like that. And if I was to order 500 of them, that pricing came in, and I think that might have been 200 pages. I don't know if I said that earlier, 200, because I'm also looking at 150 page. But anyway, that pricing came in for ordering 500 of them, I think. Let me make sure I'm giving the right numbers. Where's my phone? Because I don't want to mislead anybody. I can't remember if they quoted me 100 or 500. I think I started at 500. And it is crazy. I mean, printing is so expensive. All right, so let's see. Where is my, sorry about that. Let me look for these prices here. Come on, where are you? Okay, so 500, $25.62 each for my cost. That's 200 pages plus the cover, 7.5 by 9.25, 100-pound gloss cover, 80-pound silk text, spiral bound. Now, I don't even know if that's plastic spiral bound or metal, which I want the metal. It's called Wire-O, I believe. So $25.62 each. That is insane. Like, there's no way I could order that.
That's your cost?
That's my cost. I mean, that isn't, you know, I mean,
That's like the price point you'd want to sell them at.
exactly. So like, there's no way. Okay. So then you jump up to 1,000 and they're $21.92. Can't do that. 1,500 is when it gets to be possible at $16.87 each. But even then, $16.87 each, if I sold them for $24, I'd have to sell a
Assuming
ton.
you could sell all that. That's the problem. That's a lot.
1,500. Yeah, I know. That is a lot. Now, as you get up, like if I bought 5,000, they're $9.79. That's where you really can be fine with getting having your cookbook printed. And that's why people with publishers are able to do those larger runs so they can keep all their costs down and everything. So it's been eye-opening. Yeah, Judy, I thought about having a pre-order, but the thing is, if I had a pre-order, it's not even about me putting out the money up front. It's about, is it worth it? You know, I don't even care about making money on it, really. But if the price point's so high, then it's not worth it, right? It's not worth it because it would be too high for you once shipping came into the play and packaging and all this stuff. I mean, even if I didn't make money or make much money on the cookbook, I can't lose money on it because that's just silly, right? Especially since there's so much work that goes into it. You know, like one recipe that goes into a cookbook has to be tested so many times, you know? So each recipe is just, not only is it time, it's ingredients.
We'll keep
So,
shopping around.
Anyway, yeah, no, we're looking at, that was just one quote that came in. And then we'll keep looking at, I've got like maybe 3 or 4 more people that I'm waiting to hear back from. And then there's an online version. Now, the other option is to take the cookbook down in size. So instead of having, let's say 120 recipes in a cookbook, scale it back to where it has, 60 to 75 recipes in it. But would people pay that? Let's say it would be a $25 cookbook. I don't know, because I always thought that a cookbook that I did would have 100 plus recipes in it. Like it would be a big cookbook, right? So anyway, lots of learning. Yeah, Kat, I would probably put them on Amazon too. I mean, I think I could sell probably, but is it Marcia? Is that Marcia? Yeah. Do people buy books anymore? Surprisingly, yes, they do. Yes, they do. I've never been a cookbook person. I mean, I've got a lot of cookbooks, but I've never been one that would make a whole, make them a lot. But yeah, people want printed cookbooks. They really do. And I have a feeling that it's going to even get more commonplace for people to start buying cookbooks again, because the internet is changing very quickly. I think Marcia said something about, just ask ChatGPT. Well, good luck with that. ChatGPT is taking recipes or taking bits of recipes from all these different creators, kind of combining them and then spitting something out. So your chances of it working, if it's creme brulee, which has 4 ingredients and a very basic oven method, you'll probably be okay. If it's something in the foodie or the combi, or even something a little more complicated, like a baking recipe or a cupcake, good luck with that. You're probably going to waste your ingredients if you listen to that stuff. So yeah. The Kindle version, Rena, those are fine. Digital cookbooks are fine. I already have one that did very well. And I only have 30 recipes in there, but it's only a $5 book, I think, or $6, something like that. But I want a printed cookbook for everybody. I've been being asked for this for the Ninja Foodie for 4 years now. And I really want to do it, right? I want to do it. So anyway, we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you posted on everything as it goes along and let you know if I can find a place that can reasonably print them. And Nancy said she likes to have the books in hand. And I think that I have this philosophy in life, and I have for years and years and years, and I call it wide tie, thin tie. And I know that sounds so silly, but if you think about fashion, with wide ties going down to really skinny ties, going back out to wide ties, it's the ebb and flow, right? You see it everywhere in the fashion industry, in decorating, the ebb and flow of trends. And I believe that we have now reached this plateau, not even a plateau, it's a peak of the internet. And I have a feeling that things are going to get so fake and so crazy out there in internet land for the next couple years that people are going to revert back to the more, let's say, old-fashioned ways of not being as dependent on the internet for information, because you're going to see a lot of fake stuff. So when it comes to wide tie, skinny tie, I would say, where are we? We're probably in really skinny tie. Because it was right, it gets skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, and then it starts going back down. So anyway, I don't know. I'm older, so I'm not a young person. So, that's just my feeling. We'll see what happens. Okay. So something, I don't know what's going on in the chat. Somebody said fur babies were fighting. Nobody's here. No fur babies. I'm just waiting 2 minutes for this.
Oh, it's the hail. She thought her fur baby.
Oh, hail. Oh my goodness.
That's never good.
Wow, hail. Okay. This is going to be an interesting thing I'm about to do here. All right. Almost ready. 2 minutes. I could really just do it. I could just do it, right? Darlene says, should I hold on to that huge encyclopedia collection? Right. The internet's not going away. You're just going to have to become a lot more vigilant of your sources and what's going on. If you're going to ask ChatGPT or what is it? It's not Bard anymore. Is it
the Google
Gemini now? Or I don't know. Anyway, they've changed names and stuff.
Most AIs tend to just make stuff up, in my opinion.
Some do. So like if you're going to ask like a basic question, I don't even know if you'd ask ChatGPT what time. I don't know if he's up to date yet, he or she. Because ChatGPT there for a while wasn't real time. It had learned from the internet up until I think 2008. Anyway, it's probably up to date now because it goes so fast. But anyway, Google, their AI is up to date. So if you ask what time it is in Illinois, it could spit that out, no problem, based on, and of course, when you're on Google, they know where you are too, right? So they could even tell you like the time difference and all that kind of stuff. So that would be fine. If you asked a question, how do I cook a pork chop? It's going to give you a very general bit of information. And I mean, like, it's not going to know whether you have a bone-in pork chop, a boneless pork chop, a 2-inch thick pork chop, a teeny tiny pork chop. So it's not going to be accurate. You're not going to get a good answer from that. So it'll be interesting.
Well, people said early on that things I was reading about it was it's only as good as your question.
Well, yes.
So you have to be creative. You have to learn the technique of how to ask the right question when you're expecting AI to respond.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, Marcia, you could ask the most popular way to cook pork chops, but the most popular way isn't necessarily the way you want them or the way that, or the type of pork chop you have. I mean, so there's a place for AI. I think it's interesting. Like, I'm not against it or anything like that. There's a place for it, and I can see places in my business where I can use it. Sharon, I'll get to you in just a minute. But there was something I was going to answer a question or something I thought of earlier. Now I can't even remember. Do I have the 12-in-1 oven? I don't know. I can count that. I think you're talking about the XL oven, and yes, I do have that, and I do like it. But I have the older one. I don't know what the 12-in-1s, 10-in-1s, 11-in-1s, they don't mean anything to me. That's just the number of functions. Like, I need a model number or at least a descriptor. I have the Ninja Foodi XL oven, but not like, I think there's a Flex one now. There's so many. It's crazy. There was something I was going to say, and I just can't remember what it was. Yeah. It was about the Marcia. Again, it does have a place, and I think that there is definitely some advantages to it, but I think that it's going to be misused quite a bit. Oh, that looks good. That looks so good in there, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
That looks really good. My
I'm gonna
nose
show-
is so itchy
I'm going to
right
show
now.
you guys what it looks like.
My nose is so itchy. I don't know why. I'm something every time I go live. It's crazy.
Looking down in there.
And that's why, like, I want to keep doing this with my nose, and that's why I can't even concentrate to finish a thought. It's crazy. Okay. Can we see? Are we done? We good?
Yeah, we're looking down in there.
Okay, it looks great. So I am going to this is going to be so interesting. How am I going to do this? Oh, I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to use a different tool if I know where it is. I'm going to use my cat litter scoop. And everyone thinks that's what it is, but it's not. And I'm going to take the meat out. Wow, this looks amazing. It smells good too. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm not even going to remove that onion. I'm going to go ahead and chop it up in there too. Wow, this looks good. I hope it's tender, but I'm not even going to taste it right now because I'm not going to get freaked out that it's not. All right. Now I want to take the juice out, so I will need some gloves. I want to get the pot not clean, but a little bit drier. And I am telling you, my nose is itching so bad. It's insane. What? There's got to be something.
I think it's because you're talking so much. When you talk a lot, your nose itches.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is that normal? Or is it just me? I don't think it's normal behavior.
No, it's probably just the way your nose is or something.
Well, I want to chop it off now because it's driving me crazy. Okay, 2 cups. That's perfect. Oh, boy, that's so perfect. Now, because I might spill it, moving it back there. All right, now we're going to pop this back in. And we're going to get those onions in. I'm going to put them all in. And then we're going to put it on sear saute, which I think I then need to go here. Do that and hit start. Okay, good. Now we're just going to saute those for a little bit. This is looking really good. This is looking really good.
So I think one of the rules with Italian beef sandwiches is you have to dip the bread and everything into the au jus.
Oh, is that it? All right. Well, we're
A couple
going to.
people said that, and I'm seeing Amber's comments again now.
Okay. All right. So this meat is falling apart tender. It's looking so, so good. So the problem is I can't do both at once. So, do I want to just heat the buns in the oven? Because I can't do both at once.
Yeah, and they've got to really get crispy.
Yeah. So let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to put the oven on 400 degrees. Okay, and then I'll get a little tray and I'll set the buns up. We'll toast them a little bit, then we'll put the meat on, then we'll put the cheese on, and then maybe I'll put them back in for a minute to melt the cheese, or is that not the right way to do it? Amber and Billy and everyone else who knows how to do this much better than me.
Michelle says broil the buns.
Yeah, not on my oven, because I'll tell you why. You have to watch it, and I'm going to be here, and then all of a sudden we're going to have burning. So I'm not going to do that today. I agree with you, and I think that would be good if you could actually pay attention. But since I'm live and I'll be paying attention, hopefully, to you guys, I probably will only eat half. Are you going to eat half or whole?
I'm getting hungry.
Okay, that's fine.
Halfway through the sandwich, I'll be like, I should have just.
I know. Jeff and I do this all the time. All right, I'm going to put it in.
Nothing like buns in the oven.
What?
John said nothing like buns in the oven.
Buns in the oven. Okay, all right. So this is a pretty easy meal to make. I'm getting that pot notice. All right, I'm just going to let that sit. I'm going to put just a little bit. I don't really need the oil in there, but I'm putting it in anyway. Okay, there we go. Very good. I'm pretty happy. I think this dinner is going to be delicious.
I think it is.
I think it is.
So interesting that you're making Italian beef sandwiches on camera and you've never even tasted one before.
No, that happens quite often. I mean,
Now
I
we
can
gotta
imagine
make a
what it
trip
would
to
taste like.
Chicago to taste them.
Huh?
Now we need to make a trip to Chicago to taste them and see what
Yeah.
they're really supposed to
Yeah. Ask ChatGPT if it's normal for your nose to itch when you're talking. I'm going to have to do that. Oh my gosh. It's so embarrassing.
It'll say, I don't have a nose.
That's right. It's so embarrassing. I'm telling you. Amber's voting yes to go to Chicago. Oh, Kat, that's funny. My oven isn't big enough for my buns. That's funny. We're only at 100 degrees preheating, so we're out of here. It's going to take a little bit. I should have preheated earlier.
Sizzling away.
It is. I don't want to dry it up too much. But if you think you're going to dry it up, should have put this in and not the... I wanted to try to get the onions a little caramelized, but what I should have done in hindsight is just sauteed the onions and then put the beef in. That's okay. We'll make it work. It looks amazing. Hardly had to even do anything with that to chop it all up. It looks so good and so tender. All right, we'll leave this rest of it here. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Oh, I should probably taste for seasonings though, shouldn't I? Just in case I need to add salt or anything. What did I end up doing with the salt, Jeff? Do you remember? 1.5, I think.
1 whole tablespoon or 1.5?
No, it was teaspoons. Was it 1.5 or was it 2?
Anybody remember? Because I don't.
Okay. I don't either. I think I need some salt. It's hot. Oh my.
Lisa says you did 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons. Okay.
You like that? See down there now.
It's so good. I just turned it off. But it does need a little salt. It's got a perfect balance of heat. That's good. But it doesn't need any pepper. Needs a little salt. All right, I'll just let that sit there for a minute. I turned the foodie off, right? Can you guys see?
It says it's sauteing on high right now.
Oh.
Wrong button.
Oh, boy. All right. This is good. Hopefully that salt is what I really needed.
Annie says, how long was it under pressure?
20 minutes with a 10-minute natural release. But remember, I chopped everything up very small, much smaller than ordinarily I would for like a pot roast or something. Oh, my. That was good.
You got it going now?
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to leave it alone. But I think it could use more onion powder. Do you want to taste it?
Yeah. Check out this comment.
I don't know how flavorful it's supposed to be.
Read that comment from Rita.
I just received an email from something beef.
Well,
It's apparently this Saturday is National Italian Beef Day. I had no idea. Did you, Jeff?
I didn't. No, I had no idea. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'll never get a recipe out by then, but anyway, let me put a little salt on. Oh no, I already salted that. That's right. So I just feel like it's delicious though, but I feel like it just needs, no, Joni, I'm not going to add the Worcestershire sauce because that would take it off the Italian beef mode.
Doesn't taste anything like a Mississippi pot roast.
Nothing.
Doesn't taste anything like anything else. That's delicious.
It's very good. Do you think I'll just leave it alone?
Leave it alone.
I'm going to leave.
We're going to add a little flavor with that stuff.
True.
We're going to dip it in the au jus.
True. It is very delicious. It is very delicious. Very, very, very good. I'm going to eat all these onions. Look, he left all the onions behind. Wow. And I'll tell you, putting that little bit of beef broth, not a lot. Like some people would put in a cup or more, you know, but You really get that beefy flavor, and like
There's just a little bit of a fattiness to it.
there's a fattiness to it. It is really, really delicious. I added 2 teaspoons of oregano, Bonnie. I would think that would be enough.
Needs more
But-
Vegemite.
You need some Vegemite. Yeah. All right, this is taking forever. I'm gonna broil.
Broil. We'll keep an eye on it
We're
though.
going to broil.
We'll have to keep a real close eye on it.
We're going to broil. Should I put I should probably put the thing up top like you normally do when you broil.
I'm gonna close this
We're going
up.
to broil. It's just taking too long. We're ready to eat and let you guys go and do your thing. So definitely not, we need to really keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Really.
Which is hard to do because it's way up top, but I'll keep an eye on it.
Right. All right, let me get out some of this for our sandwich. This is so good. Like, I really like that. I could see it. I mean, I could see myself even using that for cheesesteaks.
I'm gonna go easy on the spice. I found it to be quite spicy.
Yes, I know.
And I like spicy stuff, but it was
I know. I'm just looking for something that'll fit in that little thing. Here, this will work. I'm going to give it a little go. Not too much, though. I just dropped some on the floor. That's probably plenty for both of us, right? All right, now,
probably for the first go around.
this is first time being opened. Does it need to be refrigerated? It does not say. I would think so, though. But it's, I don't know.
Amber says I ate the hot. We know, Amber, because I have a picture on my phone from when we were at your house of your jar of the hot, and I'm glad we didn't get the hot.
Oh, see?
That quick.
Oh my gosh, I told you guys this would not work out for me. Jeez.
Well, let's try it again.
I know, I knew this was not going to work. It goes so fast, you have to stand there.
Maybe broil's not a good idea.
We're going to broil now because we don't have time. We're running out of time.
Well, I'll stand right there and do nothing but watch it.
You do nothing but watch it. When you start to
As soon
see,
as it starts to brown, we're stopping.
as soon as it starts to get nice brown, yes. Oh, don't touch the thing either.
Oh yeah, you need a glove.
That quick. Like bake takes forever. Broil is done in a second. Okay. Jeff is gonna stand watch. Okay, so then I'm gonna put the meat on and we're gonna put it back under a broiler. Yeah, I could have done the lower shelf. I'm trying to hurry, John. That's the problem. So I've got it way up close like you would. Good night, Michelle. Oh, Gigi says don't refrigerate it. Are you sure? Why wouldn't you refrigerate it? I don't know. I'm just going to stick that right up there.
I have to keep opening it because I can't really see the top of it when it's closed.
Yeah, it smells like it. Let's see.
There we go.
Let me see. Hurry,
It's perfect.
hurry, perfect. Hurry. Watch yourself. All right, perfect. This is going to be kind of a mess. So I'm going to do something a little weird. I'm going to take these, put this like this, up like that. Because the buns don't lay open, I'm going to make them, I'm going to seal them with this cheese on the bottom. This is some nice thin provolone, isn't it? So I'll put this one here, with this here, and we'll seal it. And for this, I'm going to just put the, well, we're going to have a cheesy sandwich. Nothing wrong with cheesy sandwich. This is going to go on the top.
Amber says cheese on the beef, so we've got that.
I know. So this is what I'm doing, Amber. Because the rolls fall apart, because they're separated, because these aren't, something you cut and open yourself. They just are two sides of a bun. So what I want to do is seal them together so that when I put the meat on, the meat won't fall through and we're going to eventually be able to go like that. Does that make sense? That's what I'm doing. Okay. Now, I don't want to overdo these. All right. So now we're going to put this on. So there's a trick, guys. If you ever have hot dog buns or any kind of buns, that's enough for me. I'll give you more. Hot dog buns that or not really hot dog buns, but whatever buns, and they're separated, and you're going to use cheese, put cheese like that. So now at the end of the day, after this all broils up for a split second, in theory, I'm going to have a bun that I can close. I don't know that to be fact, though. We'll see. If it works, then you heard it here first. If it doesn't, you eat it anyway. These look amazing. These look amazing.
Well, the ingredients we've tasted so far
It's
all
kinda
taste
cheesy.
good. So you put it all together, it's gonna be.
Yeah. I know I'm putting a lot of cheese on these. These slices of cheese are very thin, though. So that is good. So I would definitely get ultra thin for this. All right, they're going to pop back in. I'm going to keep it on broil, but I'm going to put it in the middle.
Middle or down here?
Yeah. Oh, you turned it off? Okay. And just long enough to sort of melt that cheese. And now I know this is going to sound like crazy, but like nothing else goes on the sandwich, right? I'm not missing anything. No mayonnaise, no lettuce, no tomato, nothing like that. I guess not.
Do we need to heat up the au jus, or is it going to be hot?
It's hot still. Yeah, it'll be fine. All right, let's get some plates, babe, and let's do it. This is exciting. I like this. Oh, right. I am reading the comments. I'll be here. 10 minutes will go by.
It's melting.
It's melting, but it's not quite where I want it.
It's coming along real nice. And then you put how do you pronounce that? Jardinera?
Jardinera, I believe.
Jardinera on top?
Jardinera.
Jardinera on top, Amber says.
Yep. And that's it, right? That's it. This is good.
Everybody from Chicago is saying, dip it in the au jus.
Yes. So I guess we need to have
With a shallow bowl.
like, would that work, or is that
As
too
long as the sand can go in there.
what?
As long as it can go, we can probably get this out.
Okay, here. That'll work, right? Of course, it's gonna cool it down quite a bit.
All right, hot. Coming up through.
Go ahead.
Look at that.
I think we're gonna eat right off this tray, babe.
That's fine with me. Just be careful touching everything.
Yeah,
Which one is yours and which one's mine?
this one's mine. Switch. Okay.
Put some goop on there.
All right. You want to be very sparingly, though, right?
Yeah, for the first couple bites anyway.
Oops. I like this version.
It's got okra in it.
It's got celery. Okra. I like this version. And I think there's cauliflower, but it's bitty. Is that, oh, that probably put too much on.
That should probably be good for me.
Okay. All right.
And then dip and dip.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Hey, my trick worked. Woo! It's hot. It's hot. My trick worked though. It's so messy. Oh my gosh, it's so messy.
It's messy, but it's delicious. And that stuff is hot.
Oh my goodness. This is so good. That is so good. This will be Jeff's new favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
Won't it? Mm-hmm. He loves a French dip, but they're hard to find made well. You know, especially around here. Oh, that's delicious.
Wow.
It's messy though. Now, personally, I think it could use some salt.
Mm-mm.
No, he's not. I'm a salter. All right. Okay, ready? All right, ready? All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Wow, this is so good. I'm so happy with this. I think this got to come out of the recipe real
You
quick.
got some food on your face.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's okay. Is it still?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. This does not have any pepper on it.
We got food. That's when you know it's really good, when food's all over your face. Now I have to figure out how to eat it on a YouTube video where people aren't as nice as you guys.
Oh my! I'm glad we made the whole kit and caboodle.
I am too.
I know it's for lunch tomorrow.
This is so delicious. All right. I think we're ready to say goodbye.
We are.
All right. Oh, Amber, are you still in? If you are, let's bring you back on, you and Billy. See what you think. I know you can't taste it. I'm eating his cheese.
You'll have to click the same link. Come back in.
Click the same link. I'll stay live a few more minutes just to see if you're there. Wow. This is so good. I mean, I'm blown away by the flavors. Oh, no flies. No flies. We don't allow them.
You know what's funny is
Hi, Joyla. Good night.
I started writing up all the ingredients that I wanted to get, and I got about 3 ingredients in, and I thought, no, she's not going to want to do a sandwich. And then I got to the store, and I got to Walmart, and I was like, yeah, we're doing it.
This is good.
Okay, here we go.
Nancy, I'm feeling good. Thank you. I don't know what that was.
So, yeah, it looks good, Louise. You did a great job.
Amber, you have to make this. It is so good.
I will. In fact, when you guys definitely need to come to Chicago, I will take you to Portillo's, and not Brittany's Portillo's, but Portillo's. It's a restaurant out here that they're famous for their.
Her camera's not on.
Oh, I shouldn't be able to hear her through there, though. Oh, I guess I could. Never mind, Amber. I'm silly. Okay.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. What I was saying is there's a restaurant called Portillo's, not related to Brittany Portillo. Joke. Okay. And they specialize in Italian beef. They're famous for Italian beef in Chicago, and they're right down the street from my house. So you guys come on out. I'm going to take you over to Portillo's, and we're going to have some Italian beef, and you can tell me if that's what it tasted like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, would they be offended if I brought my own version so we could compare?
No, in fact, you know what? We should go pick it up from Portillo's, bring it back to my house, and we'll make it and do the compare.
That's not always a fair comparison, because takeout can be very different than, because of the quality of the way it is. If they put the sandwich together, it's going to be too soggy. No.
Yeah. Trust, we take out. It's a mile from my house. I'm telling you, it's fine.
Okay.
We're good for takeouts. And let me tell you what else. They have this chocolate cake. It's the Portillo's chocolate cake. And they're famous for that. Yeah, so I made my own, and we did the side-by-side comparison, and I won. Yay.
Yours is better?
Version. Yes, 100%. So I have a feeling that you're going to do good with your beef for sure.
I think I can't imagine it being any better, to be honest. So
okay, awesome.
I mean, a little bit of salt, maybe some more garlic cloves I would put in there.
And if you get the right bread, you can soak the bread in the au jus and then, put the cheese on top and assemble it the right way. And it'll taste just as good either way. I mean, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah. I would agree that the bread I would definitely need to change up a little bit so it's a nice hard bread. And do they actually dip the whole bread or just the top?
The top.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what else we do? These crazy Italians we do over here. We like to eat gravy bread, and you just take the whole. What I'm hearing an echo. You take the whole bread, you stick it in the gravy, and that's all you eat. Gravy bread.
Well, I guess that depends on how good your gravy is.
Yeah, well, it's au jus.
Are you talking about Italian Sunday gravy?
No,
are you talking about turkey gravy?
Neither. I'm talking about the au jus gravy. That's what we call it, gravy.
Well, that's not gravy.
No, we do. I'm telling you. You go down the street over to Nodali's and they'll go, "Hey, you want some gravy bread?" And that's what it is. It's au jus. Your bread dipped in au jus, the whole thing, and that's all. It's a meal. Forget about it. That's it. You're done.
Forget about it. You say, "Oh, I love you." All right. Thanks for joining in tonight, you guys. This was fun and this is amazing. And you see that now, if you want to do something a little bit quicker, like 20 minutes, you can get a chuck roast, chop it up, into those little slices, season it up. You want some pulled beef? It's delicious, and you can do it any way, which way you want. I mean, it doesn't have to be, seasoned this way. This would be delicious as a sort of like a cheesesteak, like a, fake cheesesteak. It would be delicious like that. Don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Leave out more of the seasonings, leave that kind of stuff out. Maybe a little garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper, keep it real basic.
And then put tomato, lettuce, and cold onion on top of it.
Yeah.
Well, you like sauteed on yours.
I like sauteed on mine. But anyway, yeah, definitely. So delicious. So this could be done. You could do this for so many different things. It is literally amazing and fairly quick. Now, don't take into consideration that you've been here an hour and a half because it wouldn't take that long. It's a 20-minute pressure cook. It was very short time to pressure, maybe 5-8 minutes. And then the 10-minute natural release. So in under 30 minutes, you could be serving this up. So delicious. Maybe not under 30 minutes, under 45. All right, guys. Oh, Gigi says gravy bread is great. All right. Well, we got a new thing, a new trend we got to look into now. Gravy bread. So interesting. All right, guys. Well, I think we are ready to say goodnight. Thanks for I was going to say joining and tuning all at once. Yeah. Tuning in. I don't say that word. Tuning in. That doesn't sound like me. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for watching.
No, because I don't think it's not a spectator sport. It's an involvement.
Oh, okay.
We're involved with each other. You're commenting, I'm talking, we're, chatting. So thanks for joining. I think that's the best word, right?
That is the best.
Because I feel like you guys are just friends in my kitchen, hanging out.
Thanks for coming over.
We'll see you next time. See you later. Next week is Q&A.